There's this person's posted multiple posts about game testing, and I'm going to disagree with them. But they're nice. They're making their case, but it's very much a software centric versus a game centric. For games, you have to capture somebody in those first few minutes of playing the game, or they will reject it, unless they're playing with your friends, and then you get a little leeway there. And I know you can give me a bunch of examples how this isn't true, but it is. And so you need to make sure that those new players have an understanding and can get in. So the minute somebody tells a new player what to do, we consider that a spoiled player. And if we were doing one of our real play tests, this was a fun play test. If we were doing a real play test, we would eject that player. We would eject both players. Well, we wouldn't have the first player. We wouldn't have the person who knew how to play. Because it is the most valuable thing that you can get, and why I offer our community for it is the most valuable thing that you can get is somebody who has never played your game, who's going to enter it like somebody who bought it. And if in the first 10 minutes they're like, this is dumb, I hate this, I'm not going to play it, you've got to fix what pissed them off, right? Because they will go eject the game, they will then go write a negative review and do a refund. That's what happens. So those first-time players are just gold. They are the most valuable thing you can have. And anybody who talks to them and tells them what to do has just ruined them and just destroyed their value. I don't care what the person who's playing it, who's part of the community, who's been with it since 0.01, 6 months in the beta cares about. I don't at all. Because we're probably we developers will change the game enough that they will have to get reevaluated. I don't care what they think is important. I don't care what they express to other players. They ruin those players. And so a bunch of that. In fact, one of the players, if you listen to that, says, I would have quit and refunded this game by now. That is both helpful information and horrible information to hear. And a lot of that was because the system's so confusing that they got frustrated. And the minute you have frustration, you're going to quit the game and you're going to refund the game. So no, I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. Like, I've filled in playtest where I have played the game, and I will be silent. I won't say anything. This is why Valve playtest, you can go back and look at people talking about that. They're absolutely silent. We never give suggestions. We never give help. We've had people who have been stuck. In Half-Life 2 Episode 1, I remember there was a person stuck in the very beginning. They were just lost. They couldn't go on. And it was like an hour and a half. Like, they couldn't get to the very beginning section. Didn't say anything to them. If they had the most horrible day of their lives, that's fine. Because that's one person, and we got to learn a bunch from that one person on the things that get them stuck up that we can then apply to millions of people who are then going to go play that game. If we would have said, or had somebody who had played it and be like, oh, dude, all you got to do is this is awesome, just go up that hill over there, we would have lost all that information. And so for game developers, the most valuable thing you can have is somebody who's never played your game, doesn't know anything about your game, play your game for the first time and give you feedback. Because the confusions they have are the confusions that a million other people are going to have, if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, about 10 other people are going to get that. Everyone's going to leave a negative review and your game is going to go nowhere.